Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're finally out of racing and sports games and into something a little more hopefully enjoyable. Some Felix the cat. Alright. The attack is a little slow. The rest of the game performs pretty well. Can we jump on things? No. Okay. I had this. I didn't expect to because we had an attack. But, you know, it's always fun to find out. Double check things. So occasionally we get some random... I mean, so far, I mean, it is a basic platformer. So now we shoot random... Now, will this go down or... No, I don't think it has the ability to. Yeah, it goes one direction. Doesn't even hurt those guys. Like, it is actually weaker than the other thing. No real reason for any of that. Like, it doesn't seem to be a reason or a purpose to killing things. We got a different tank now. It resets all these too. That's interesting. So if you really cared, you could actually go through... I don't know how far you can backpedal, if at all. I don't really care enough to try. But it does suffer from some slowdown. Mostly the attacks are pretty slow and unresponsive. Like, the rest of the game is very responsible when you attack. It's like... So I'm kind of worried if they do bosses, how that's gonna play out. Because yeah, as slow as everything is, it's gonna make attacking things more difficult. Especially stuff like that where you saw it trying to get to the fish. Other than that, like, the game is very basic. There's not a lot going on at the moment. It's not bad by any means. You know, it actually works well for being a Game Boy game. Where you could just sit, relax, kind of screw around, have a little fun. Yeah, see, as you can see, it's going to be a lot harder to hit certain things. I mean, especially this tank is not the best. Oof. I thought something like that was going to kind of pop up, where they were going to have some... Ah, boo. So we do actually downgrade to one thing. Alright, so we're back to that. I wonder if the tank is the top or if there's something else even better. All right. Huh. And we just wind up right on top of it, just like that. We literally die because that is so disappointing. Do so good, and then the control just kind of, oh well, whatever works, I guess. Whoa! He did not give us any room, did he? Like I said, the game is very basic. Like, there's not a lot of difficulty, at least right at the moment, yet. Like, if it wasn't for that one... I mean, I guess the boss wasn't so bad, but even still, like, with that delay and everything, it is a little. But, like, everything is really slow, so it's not overly... Well, that was awesome, huh? What the hell? Oh, okay, this is, Gotcha. I want to see something. If we don't care... I guess getting these kind of things. But we're back to, again, with the very slow attacks. That one actually seems faster than most. It's funny, we're still in a plane. We're in a plane, but we still have to hit the jump button in order to move. You figure they would put you in a plane, you could just normally... Can we... Nope, alright. Yeah, I mean, this is actually a great... I feel like this is a really good Game Boy game. It's not overly complex, not overly in-depth. It's a fun little game you could just kind of play at your leisure. Without too much going on. It's an all-ages kind of game for the most part. And it's a very basic but not terrible game. Okay, so now that we're not in the sky, we convert. What the? Alright, that was more trouble than necessary. Yeah, I don't like the tank. I think it's so slow and obnoxious. Alright, so here's one of the things I wanted to look. How far we can go back. And the answer is, whoa, as far as we want. Alright. The fact that you can jump in a tank is kind of funny in and of itself. They are pretty liberal with the power-ups. I don't understand the hearts if we lose. I guess if we run out of all of these vehicles or power-ups, then maybe you start losing hearts. But otherwise, I don't understand why we have life on top of this. I mean, level design is fine. It's not really anything to write home about. They're not spectacularly done. But, I mean, they're... Why did we run out of... Again, sometimes the better, power up, like the tank or whatever, aren't necessarily the best for the situation. Like that one, we can stand right at him, he fires over our head, and then we do all the damage. Whoa, didn't expect to fall through there. I don't know why I'm bothering. Honestly, I really don't. There's also really no real point in getting these except for in lieu of getting, like, the power-ups. Oh, is the milk kind of like our fuel? Kind of feels that way. Look, kind of looks that way. Oh, there was a second cloud. I just noticed it. I was too busy focused on the one and wasn't paying attention to the other one. Ooh, I honestly didn't feel like I was going to make that one. Oh, come on! Ah, we've only died to that. I really thought we were dead on that, or got hit by that one, because for whatever reason, it's not hitting them. I think this one is the worst one, honestly. Like, trying to hit the damn thing right there is obnoxious. But it's a basic little silly platformer that actually works well and designed perfectly for Game Boy, I think, honestly. You know, nothing is game-changing, groundbreaking or anything, but you know what? It's still a well-optimized game for being on Game Boy, really. And it's definitely got everybody in mind, not just, you know, young kids, not just old kids, whatever. It's good and playable for all ages. I don't know how many levels this game has, but I feel like it's very beatable pretty quickly. And you could definitely probably speedrun most of these levels. If you learn like where the power-ups and everything are, and you just bypass most everything else if you need them. Okay, yeah, so far all the enemies are pretty sad, to be completely honest. Like, that's what, the third? We got hit by one of them? Oh, now we get water, huh? This is weird. But the dolphins swim on land. It's kind of... Wow, how did we not get hit there? I'm sure there's other stuff up there. So they pretty much decided to go with all the tropes. So we got the sky levels, the water levels, you know, the kind of pyramids, which we find in way more games than we need to. So again, they ain't breaking anything when it comes to level design. They're kind of just playing it safe, doing what everybody else is doing. I mean, this honestly feels like Mario right here. Just easier. I mean, honestly, Mario is so much harder than this is. But yeah, all in all, it's just all the tropes that we see in all the games. Level design is nothing spectacular, nothing special, but well enough. I mean, they're decent little levels. They're nothing bad to say about them. They're just not groundbreaking by any means, not changing up anything or whatnot. It's just I mean, being Game Boy, it is nice that the levels are short and sweet. And like I said, if you really wanted to, you could speed through this stuff pretty quick, I'm sure. Okay, this is virtually the same thing as the last boss. I mean, come on, this is... Whatever, man. So, all in all, it's a fun, decent little game if you want to waste a little time. Play a basic little side-scroller that you don't need to... Or platformer that you don't really need to worry about, get too invested in. Now we're in space. So, I mean, again, it's every trope out there rolled into one. We're already on level 5. I don't know how many levels there are. But, like, it's very basic. It's fun for a minute. It really does kind of... I think it's better for, like, the middling, younger kids. I think this is, like, a perfect game for them. It's easy enough that they can actually make it through. Hard enough to give them a little bit of work so they can work on that hand-eye. Excuse me. All the coordination and reflexes and everything without being too over the top. Like I said, it's easier than Mario. Even though Mario's pretty easy for the most part, you know, there are some challenging things. This game, we've run 5 levels and not run into any kind of challenge whatsoever. The bosses are very basic. So again, it's a good game for younger kids to really kind of sink their teeth into. The levels are short enough that they can get going well enough that they can actually kind of improve on their game playing without being too in-depth and difficult. So all in all, I think the older you get, obviously the easier, more basic it is. The only time we even died was just because we moved a little bit, and for whatever landing on the platform off to the side a little bit, we miss. So, the couple things. But other than that, we haven't died at all. We've been hit by one boss, one time. It's like pretty basic, all in all. But fun, playable, decent, works perfect for Game Boy. This is a very well done Game Boy game. Now, porting this over to any other system probably wouldn't be as enjoyable. You'd have to extend out things. You'd have to rework the entire game. But as a Game Boy game itself, I think it's perfect and works just fine. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for joining. Until next time, you guys have a good one.